Hi there, Pahla B from Pahla B Personal Training. I've got a great workout for you today if you are brand new to using the balance ball. Today's workout is one of my favorite kinds. We are getting back to the basics. There are lots of videos out there that show you all kinds of really advanced moves to do on the balance ball, but today we're going to keep it pretty simple. And the reason it's one of my favorite kind of workouts is because it's a no repeat. I've got a couple of exercises for you. We're going to do them 15 times each, and when you're done, you're done. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get to it. All right, let's get right to it. Go ahead and have a seat on the balance ball, and we're going to start with foot lifts, for lack of a better word. You're going to lift your foot. Now, this is kind of deceptively easy. When you're sitting on top of the ball, you can be all, oh, okay, I can pick up my foot. We're not actually trying to get your foot up very high. What we're trying to do is stay seated really, really upright. As soon as you curve over into it, it's not really your abs doing the work. And that's what we're aiming for, is your abs to do this work. So sitting up really, really straight and tall, and you can have your hands on the ball and just kind of resting lightly, or even on the wall next to you in case you feel off balance. What you're gonna do is pull your belly button in real close to your spine and just pick up your foot a little tiny bit. Now the trick here is to pick it up gently and put it down gently. We're gonna do 15 on each side, just nice and slow and controlled. The reason we move slowly is to make sure that you're staying seated really, really upright, keeping that belly button pulled in, feeling like this work is coming from your middle. Now you're going to feel it in your legs too, but feeling like it's coming from your abs. Especially as you pick one foot up and your hip starts to roll to the side and the ball starts to feel a little bit unstable. It's all those teeny tiny stabilizer muscles, your core muscles, that are doing the work. Holding those shoulders back. Almost done, just a couple more. And last one on each side, right there. And done. Excellent. Next up, we're going to do some hip rolls, which is a little bit more challenging because you're picking up both feet at the same time. You're moving your feet from side to side and kind of pushing with your hips, rolling the ball underneath you and keeping your balance. So it looks like this. Both feet and both feet. Right there and right there. As you get more comfortable doing this, you might move your feet a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. If this feels a little scary, you can just pick them up right in front of you. That's totally okay too, whatever you feel comfortable with. You want to feel this kind of in your obliques here by pushing the ball side to side with your hips and controlling the ball with your hips and with your legs. You're going to feel it right there in your sides. Just a couple more. Last one on each side. Right there. Good. Next up, we're going to do some crunches. Now this one's pretty basic, but what I want you to think about as you roll forward, you can put your hands down for this. That's not really part of the work. You want the ball to be right about the middle of your back. And it's really important not to strain your neck. So I really don't want you to like pull your neck forward. What I want you to do is think about looking at the ceiling and just reaching your hands directly for the ceiling. And you can relax over the top of the ball in between each one. You want your feet kind of wide so that you feel sort of stable as you're moving on top of the ball. And you're just going to reach for the ceiling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Excellent. Go ahead and bring your booty down on the ground. Next up, we're going to do some leg presses. This is a lot like using a leg press machine at the gym, except for the fact that, well, this isn't a gym, and you really have to stabilize yourself a lot more. What you're going to do is have your feet about hip width apart. Ball is going to be kind of in the small of your back, just like this, and you're just going to press up and back like this. You're not really going to roll over the top of the ball. That's part of the work, is keeping yourself sort of upright. And you're going to try really hard to keep your hands off the ground and try really hard to keep your butt from touching the ground in between each one. So this really is a lot of leg work. So it's up and down. The higher up you push, the more unstable it gets. So if this is a small motion, that's totally okay. I want you to be in control of this. Just a couple more. And last one, right there. Good. Next up, we're going to roll over the top of the ball the other way. We're going to do some push-ups. Now the trick with push-ups is that the further the ball is down your body, the harder this is. So you're going to kind of set your own challenge. I'm aiming for somewhere like mid-thigh-ish. When the ball is underneath your belly, that's as easy as it gets, easy as push-ups ever get. But if the ball is all the way down underneath your toes, that's as hard as it's going to get. So let's aim for somewhere kind of in the middle. What you're going to do is just roll over the top of the ball, kind of walk yourself forward until the ball is about there, right about mid-thigh, mid-knee, somewhere where it feels challenging to hold yourself upright, feels challenging to hold your body upright, but still doable. And we're going to do 15 push-ups, just like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. You know what? No matter how you slice it, 15 push-ups is hard. Next up, we're going to do some reverse hyperextensions. What that means, this is all glute work. Oftentimes people think about hyperextensions being back work, and it is, but what I want you to do on these reverse hyperextensions is really think about squeezing your glutes. We're going to lay over the top of the ball. Ball's going to be about mid-belly. The further it is down your body, the easier these will be, so we're aiming for somewhere kind of underneath your belly and your hips. Arms are just nice and relaxed on the ground. Neck is going to be nice and neutral, kind of in a relaxed and comfortable position. When your legs are relaxed, they can touch the ground, that's okay. But what I want you to do is squeeze your glutes and raise your legs. You could raise your legs by using your lower back, but I want you to think about using your glutes, squeezing them to get your legs up. And you can relax fully in between each and every one. So squeeze and up. Squeeze and 3. Just a couple more. Starting to feel that burn in your bum. And last one, squeeze and up. Good, let your feet come down. Next up, we get to lay on the ground. Won't that be wonderful? Yeah, no, it's not really all that easy laying on the ground, especially when your feet are on top of the ball. Here's what we're gonna do. Gonna have your heels on top of the ball, heels and a little bit of your calves on top of the ball. Go ahead and bend your knees, kind of a 90-degree angle. Gonna lay back on your back, palms facing up. This is important because when your palms are facing down, your hands can actually help you more than you think they do. So palms facing up, and what you're gonna do is get your hips up off the ground and straighten your legs and bend your legs. I will tell you in all honesty, this is one of my least favorite exercises in the world. You feel this one all up the back of your legs and into your bum, and these are tough. So, with that said, let's get them done. Hips come up, kind of straighten and bend, and straighten, bend. 3 of them done. 6, 7, getting hard to hold those hips up, but keep them up anyways. 9, 10, almost done. 11, 12, 13, 14, this one's it, 15, and hips come down. Whew, thank goodness. Hey, while we're down here, let's go ahead and do one last thing. Here's what it looks like. You're gonna grab the ball in your feet, just like this, and you're going to pick the ball up and put the ball down. This is all coming from your abs. You really want to hold that belly button in. Try really hard to keep your lower back as flat on the ground as you possibly can. 3 of them done. And 4. And 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. These are getting tough. 11. 12. 13. 14. And this one's it. 15. Thank goodness. So that was it, but it kind of wasn't it. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I like to finish with something just a little bit tougher than the rest of the workout. So I do have one kind of advanced move for you that we're going to do as the finisher today. It's a plank, which sounds kind of easy, and it is, except for the fact that you're going to have your upper body balanced on the ball. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to have your elbows kind of bent like this over the top of the ball, and you're going to come up in a plank with straight legs. We're only going to hold this for a couple of seconds, but we're going to do it a couple of times. So 5 seconds, 5 times, and then we are finished. Here we go. So hands kind of gripping the ball. If your elbows are a little bit wider, that's okay. Generally speaking, the wider your hands and feet are, the more stable you are. This is not going to feel stable. Don't be concerned. It's supposed to be unstable. It's a ball. Here we go. Up, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Knees down. Take a breath. That was 1. Here we go. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees down. That was 2. You're doing great. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees down. We are more than halfway done. Only 2 more of these to go. Up, holding your body nice and stable. 4, 5. Knees down. Last one. Here we go. Up, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 4 3/4. You can totally do this. And 5, knees down. Woohoo! Great job. I hope you liked the workout today. If you have questions or comments, feel free to leave a comment, or you can give me a little thumbs up like. Thanks so much.